Hey, what's going on, guys? The Dutch Raven here, and welcome to a new F1 season here at MRL. It's season 10. As you saw yesterday in the trailer, we will be driving for Williams around Brazil today, here in round 1. And yeah, without further ado, let's just jump straight into it.
What? He probably gets them from Polish, but I like this. 53 seconds.
So here we go then for our first qualifying lap of the season. And as you can see in turn 1 and 2, we are taking it pretty nicely right on the edge, right on the limit of grip. Heading down now towards turn 4. Our first sector is going to be a 17-0, which gives us that green sector because of course it's our first ever lap. But it's also a purple sector, which means we are the fastest in sector 1. Now heading down here into sector 2, trying to keep this nice and tidy, and then braking quite hard and effective for this little hairpin. A little tap on the brakes to get the car rotated here. And then head up towards the final bit of hairpin. Don't want to get up too much on the brakes because the car will just slide out wide. We've done it pretty nicely so far. Bouncy sets a 109.0. And we are heading out of the final corner, which isn't great. It could have been a lot better. But for a banker lap, this is fine. This is fine for a banker lap. So we open the DRS. We head down towards the start-finish straight for a 1090 as well, which puts us in P2.
Oh, I've just.
Damn, son, great fucking lap, man.
Yeah.
There's more in it.
About
I'm sure there
700.
is.
700 is behind Bouncy. Half the field is put in a lap right now.
And right now, Bouncy, we all know is going to crash himself out, so that
Yeah.
means you win.
Exactly. The only person
I've
I'm
got
worried
purple
about is
sector 1 as well.
Fine, so. Yeah, exactly.
Go, dude. Hell yeah, that's a hard sector to purple up, so that's good.
I think if I'm gonna go purple in any sector, it'll be sector 2.
Oh my god,
Sector one is
it's
fine.
honestly so close between me and Bouncy. We are 3 thousandths away from each other in sector 3.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he's a 10 faster in sector 2.
700s in total. Not short at all.
Right guys, we're on the same set of tires. We're gonna see if we can cook an even faster time on these tires. Yeah, and the reason why we are going out on the same set of tires is because we want to save an extra set of softs for the race if we possibly can. And in my first run, I forgot to deafen myself, so you're gonna hear me talk about that right now. Deafen myself up, pink, please. Yeah, nobody responds. Okay, we're now down to third, but we're gonna cook. Okay, we're gonna cook into turn 1, and oh, there's got. Oh. Brother, why? What the actual fuck, Cupcake? What the actual fuck?
Oh no. Did he come out in like the wrong spot?
No, he's just fucking parked in the middle of in turn 1.
I clipped it, don't worry.
Oh no. Yep, that's gonna be an incident.
Through the first sector.
Meanwhile, Nathan W's does not improve, and Marmo does not improve. Bad times for the Haas boys. They will not find pace. Neither will Zoso, only P11. Across the line now comes the Aston Martin of JT. It's only good enough for P4, and a thousandth of a second improvement. Nicky G is up by a tenth.
By over a tenth. Yeah, I was just about to say that. He's on another great lap. I've watched this lap. It's just easily, he could be in tier 2 with this lap. Because this lap is nuts.
Point
102
two.
Tier 5.
Meanwhile, Bouncy now trying to secure a front row start for Alpine. Can he do it? He can. A great time as well. 108.6.
Yeah, that's a whole different. He's on tier 2 in this lobby. Nicky's. Oh, Toast goes right with him.
Yes, Toast. Great lap from him. Up to P3. Across the line now comes to McLaren. That was, I believe, Vince, not enough to improve P14. AlphaTauri's are the last 2 across the line. Jake Glaze, or 2 of the last 2. Jake Glazer pits. Terms does not improve. It will be John Does Work who will box. Had invalidated their lap time. That is the final driver, and that means the grid is set for the Grand Prix, and it will be Nicky G from Bouncy on the front row of the grid.
So yeah, that's not the best way to end qualifying. But P6 we've got with our banker time, and you know what? That's not too bad. Considering it's just our banker time, that's not too bad. We're still within a great position for the race. Our strategy is going to be a medium hard, I believe, or medium soft. We're starting on the mediums anyway, that was the plan. Just to try and run away from the field and try and avoid any incidents. As we are now heading to 5 red lights, and Season 10 of MRL is on the way, and we get a beautiful start straight up past Mage. And alongside JTB dripping into the first corner, we break a little bit early to try and keep our nose clean, get a little bit of tank slapper, which allows Mage to get back past us, but we get beautiful traction and manage to stay ahead of him as we enable the ERS. And we are in a pretty good position here, just clean away from everyone. And we've survived the first couple of corners, which is so important here in round 1, obviously, because you want to have a good start of the season. Staying behind JTB dripping right now, closing up on the braking. And yeah, all in all, just a pretty decent start. Made up 1 position, which is all we can ask for, and now we just need to keep our heads cool and stay in the race. And a fun little fact for you guys, if you go back 1 year all the way to Season 6 MRL, me and JTB Drippin were actually title rivals in that season, so it's gonna be interesting to see if that's gonna be the same case this season, but I'm looking forward to it.
Great start, up 6 there from 16th, and now a move in the background. Mark Mage gets a position back potentially on Great Ace. This is the battle for P11 currently. They are battling side by side all the way around into turn 13. Mark Mage has the advantage into the braking zone, gets the move done. Great job from them to get that position back, but up the front of the field it is Bouncy who will lead us across the line. A great start for the Alpine, puts them in P1. Toast P2, Nicky P3. A poor
Down
start.
the inside.
Oh, he's got the
Oh,
move.
contact.
No, he hasn't.
He makes contact.
Nicky G off the track slightly. Now he's under pressure from Jake Laser, the rookie. Looking to make a move on the
Incident
several.
behind.
Yes, that's Zoso. Zoso's gone round to turn 1.
He was somehow on the grass on the outside of.
Oh, Nathan and Terms. There's yellow. There's debris everywhere, but somehow everyone is still going. This is a miracle. Meanwhile, here comes Vince now, going for a move around the outside of Nathan. Is going to get it done even on the hards, as Zoso's gone round again at turn number 4. That's unfortunate for them. Back at the front, though, there are battles all across the order. There's a span. Haas. It's
Yep,
it's a Marmo.
Yeah, cars. Virtual safety car. There's another spin. Nicky G.
Nicky G?
Yeah.
When did that happen?
Alright, we need a break.
Guys, please. Use the
Mage
VSC
has-
to calm down.
Well, that's exactly what we are using the VSC for, because we were shaking with nerves coming in to this race, and the virtual safety car does allow us to calm our nerves a little bit. But as you can see, there's something wrong with our settings, and we don't have the delta up on screen. Luckily, we don't get a penalty for it, so that's very fortunate. And oh my god, we spun it. Oh no.
What happened?
It's okay. Keep going. Wait for the field. He's spun. Come on. You're good.
So yeah, that's very unfortunate. That's not really a nice way to end the virtual safety car with, but now we just gotta keep our head down, pump in those lap times, go qualifying until the end, and
mistake. I don't even know what happened.
we will be alright, I think.
Point out, maybe the best rookie driver I've seen so far, up to P4 currently, ahead of John Does Work. It's a 4-second gap though back to JT, who is in
And he's
P3.
on hard tires.
Yeah, he's comfortable. Let's get rid of the position changes now. Let's get onto tyres so everyone can see what we're working with. You can see there are only 4 runners in the top 10. No, never mind. We've got a yellow. It's a safety car, full thing. And Vince has gone off a
Yes.
turn 2 into the wall.
Yeah, I'm guessing there has to be contact to go DNF over there. It could have just been a spin-on traction too. I would love to be able to see that.
Potentially.
Okay, cool.
Wow, and that safety car has just come golden for us, as it just allows us to get back into the race. And as you can see up on screen, we fixed the issue. We now have the Delta back up on screen. We'll see how fast we're able to, we're allowed to go. Jesus, I can't get my words out. But we are diving it into the pits under these safety car conditions to go for the hard tire, I believe, if I can see that correctly on my little mini screen. So yeah, I mean, it's a safety car, it's a free pit stop, why wouldn't we take it? We're at the back anyway, so yeah, it's just a good idea to get the hard tires on and try and go to the end of the race from here on out.
I guess now just fuel burn. I definitely thought they were gonna pit. That's a dumb decision not to.
As we are going to wait to see when they will go. And they've gone already. The safety car is in the pit lane. And we are underway again here at Brazil. Who will be leading into turn 1? It looks like Bouncy, but Toast is pushing with all the ERS they have to try and get back in front.
Yeah, I'm going to look further down the field, see if I can get some stuff down here. Midnight had a really good restart, was not able to jump the Alpine into turn 1 though. Kind of hard to do it into turn 1 because the start-finish line is kind of at the end of the straight. But turn 4, we could definitely see some moves getting on as we have
Toast
for the lead with Toast and Bouncy.
Great move up the inside, gets it done into turn 4, but Bouncy is all over the rear of the Mercedes, trying to get the move done now, up the hill, through 5 and 6. Can they find anything into the heavy braking point? No. We'll just sit behind instead. Meanwhile, Jake Laser's done a great job to sit behind as we have another spun car, and it's a Marmo once again.
And John Woe, done his work.
Has he kept it alive? He has, just about.
Yep, off the track. But, you know, kept it alive. He's going to be back into the race, not too far down the pack.
Well, he was P4. So it's a huge drop for him. Meanwhile, Terms has now gone off and is in the grass, comfortably off the track, as Ghost Rider has received a 5-second time penalty for...
Oh, and Toby spun too?
Oh, no, not Toby! No! Not Toby! Either way, Terms has spun, Toby's gone off, JT's got the fastest lap all of a sudden in P10, which is always great to see.
And here we go, down back to our POV onto lap number 10, heading down into turn 4. We're a little bit behind the next cars ahead. Well, I'll say a little
When the
bit
safety
behind,
car
we're
is
only
literally
5
just
seconds, so
coming.
it's actually quite alright. We're just sitting back, getting our nose cleaners. There's a huge crash here, and we have to take avoiding action. When we manage to do so, we do overtake the Ferrari off the track, but it's just avoiding action, and there's really nothing I could have done there.
Totally not on off track. Do you have damage?
Hey, that was just avoiding action.
Okay, it's fine. Keep going.
As we now cut on to the end of lap 10, we do have Ghost Rider still behind us, the Ferrari over that we overtook off track, of course. But we are also closing up on Mage, and we're going to be trying to make a move down in here into turn 4. We open the DRS, we get the ERS going, we move to the inside, we brake late, and oh, we brake it too late and we've turned in!
I was not expecting him to brake that early.
Okay, the safety car is out. Safety car is out. We need to form.
And we've
Indeed.
breached the car!
AI, pause. You can't do anything. Shit.
Just absolute scenes here as we try to dive down the inside of Mage. We outbroke ourselves, got straight into Cup K, and we've beached ourselves as a result of it. So that's a great way to end the Grand Prix here for us. But of course, the Grand Prix itself still went ahead, so I will be showing you guys clips
Fucking hell,
from the
man.
rest of the race.
I did that to myself.
And we're waiting for them to go, and they've gone. Safety car is in, and they have broke with Jake.
People are going really early today.
Yeah, I mean, we're waiting long. They're going real slow. Here comes JT, meanwhile, up the inside into turn 1. Has already got the move done on Jim. And that will be him up to P3. And now, all of a sudden, Aston Martin are looking very threatening at the front of the field. Bouncy is past Benzo. Benzo's done a great job letting him through at 3 to defend into 4. And that's going to keep Toast another lap behind. Great job from them. Meanwhile, Zoso P8, Midnight 9th. Nicky's up to P10, but has... Also, Midnight has a penalty. I think that's a 5-second for something. 3 seconds. Corner cut. Oh, Zoso! Zoso's lost it. Heading up the hill. Safety car as it's not anything other than...
I think we're going to have 3 wide here down the main straight.
Oh, one's just completely off the track in Toast. But Toast now forced to go around the outside of JT. JT forcing him deep into the corner. And then battling back and forth. Now Toast has been shoved out wide. Jake Laser's going to have DRS. Oh my god, this is a camera angle. What is this?
Yeah.
Jake's going to get up the inside. JT's just sent it off the track around the outside. He's dropped back to P4 now. He's battling Toast up the uphill.
Yeah. Looking back from Jake's camera and just seeing like
The
6
chaos.
or 8 cars right there is crazy.
This is the view, by the way, from the rear wing of Jake Laser currently. He is in the trolley train. If anyone is familiar with that, he has 40. How many cars is that? Is that 7, 8?
That's all the way down to
It's P10.
9 cars, I think. It's 8 cars.
All within a second of each other. All within half a second of each other, let alone a second. Oh,
Yeah,
this
Jake's
is going to be
get
another...
passed on this main straight, and he's going to be able to pass him right back into turn 4. That's just the most amazing thing about Brazil, is that there's always going to be battles.
Here comes Toast. Up the
JT
inside.
almost spun into the pit lane.
That's not good. At least he didn't. He's still alive. He will now box from P4. Those tyres definitely going off a cliff. Meanwhile, Toast has not had the best run through the S and is out of ERS. DRS enabled. I don't think Jake's going to have anything left to defend or to attack though.
No, but Nicky
because
behind him.
Nicky's gone up the inside, forcing him round the outside. And has got the move done as Jake... Oh, Jake's just gone off the track and just got a time penalty for it. Meanwhile, Jim is still out there on 20-lap old mediums. Rain.
And be smarter with the moves.
The rain has hit.
Rain. I hope it starts pouring.
I think it might, you know. Rain has
I hope it
officially
does.
hit. Who will be the first to box for intermediate tyres? That is the real question. JT stays out. Ace stays out. It's a bit early to go straight in. We're looking to see puddles form on the track. That's the traditional crossover point. As Great Ace, meanwhile, is now under pressure and overtaken by Nathan.
Oh, and he makes the
No!
contact.
Nathan parked it on the apex.
Yeah, it's Great Ace just...
Drove straight into the back of him, and now Nathan has to turn that car around quickly, otherwise he'll get a warning for driving backwards and maybe disqualified. He's all over the road trying to get that car back on track. Meanwhile, behind him, here's Cobb K on fresh softs in the wet.
So early on the enters.
Bouncy boxes! Bouncy's gone for it. Toast goes in. Nicky stays out. Bouncy gets a 5 second for speeding! Muck boxes. Only Nicky G has stayed out. JT stays out. Great Ace is in. John stays out. Jim is fighting him for position, so of course he stays out. He's going for the move from the outside.
It doesn't look anywhere wet enough.
I trust the drivers. The DRS is still enabled, and therefore, it should still be dry conditions. As soon as DRS is disabled, that's the point where the crossover is complete and we're on inters only.
But Nicky's just keeping it calm, upshifting, short shifting when he needs to. Like we said earlier about turn 1, 2, and 3, he's keeping his rears underneath him. He has
Meanwhile,
a lot of battery to be able to
yellow
deploy.
flag. Tolby has retired. DRS disabled.
DRS disabled.
There it is. Tolby, by the way, binned it. Oh my god! Toast gets a 3 second for having to avoid a tyre on the track. And no, I wasn't making that up. We saw it on stream. That, I feel like, needs to be removed. That's a bit unfair to Toast.
Toast and Bounty are battling, and it's just going to lose them time.
Oh, but here comes Toast up the inside. He needs to get past. Bouncy is not the faster driver out of the two. Burning ERS, gets ahead of the break point, and has got position on track. He has that 3 second that honestly should be removed. That was a bit...
I think it's too short of a track to be able to catch that up. But if Toast
he can get within 5.7.
3 second time penalties.
Yeah. Well, he has to gain 4 seconds on this lap then. That's what he has to work with. And I think, honestly, those Inters are much faster than that.
Yeah.
Let's see now. Through the first couple of corners, we are watching Toast battling it out on intermediate, on a completely intermediate track, going up against two soft runners and a hard runner. Can he close this unassailable gap? The gap is 8.7 at the end of the first sector. Into the breaking point now. He has Jim ahead of him. That is a runner who is in net P3 right now. And Toast is fighting the car all the way through.
He's got to get this move done into this corner.
Yeah, he needs to go up the inside here. Jim does not defend. Oh, he semi-defends. And Toast is getting held up. Now goes round the outside. Jim almost collides with him. Has done a great job to keep it safe. Now Bouncy's going to try and get through, but he's almost spun it on the exit of the corner. That's given Mockmage the position, potentially.
It's going to be huge.
Toast is now only 3 point... Okay, I've got to change it. It's 3.3 at the final quarter. 3.13 seconds. The gap, 2.8. But across the line, for what will be, at this moment in time, a 1-2. It's Aston Martin. Nicky G wins from pole. JT will finish P2. Toast P3. Jim will get P4 on track ahead of Mockmage. Then Bouncy. And Great Ace will settle in for P7 in that Ferrari. A great job for him. It's actually P6. He's got ahead of Bouncy. He got it. John gets P8.
I think they pit 2 laps too early.
3 laps, arguably. Cobb K will finish P9. Benzo just behind them, P10. Will round out the points.
So that's gonna be doing it for this video. If you liked it, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. That was not the best race from my part, but next week is Monaco, and yeah, I'm not looking forward to that because Monaco is a confidence track, and yeah, I don't have confidence at the moment, I'll tell you that much. But next week we're just going to be trying to keep our nose clean, same place, same time. I'll see you then. Don't know what that's about, but sure.